your boy Jay Boogie back with another video today on this terrific, tremendous Tuesday. Let's dive into Game 4 recap of the Boston Celtics officially swept the Indiana Pacers in 4 close games. They are now advancing to the NBA Finals, and kudos to them. You know, we all throughout the world saying they got the easiest pathway to the finals, but you know, you got one goal each round, beat each team to go to the NBA Finals and try and win the championship. So that's what they did. So we gotta give them credit for that. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to the Celtics defense in this conference finals. It's pretty much been their backbone this series. Is their defense. They pretty much average like nine steals in this series and pretty much like 6 blocks in this series. So they pretty much have the upper hand on the defensive end as expected in this series. They pretty much shot. They shot decent in Game 4 from the 3-point line. They shot like 32%, and then that was very, very active with their hands on the ball on defense. I think they ended the game with like 10 steals as a team. So their defense, man, that backcourt defense is something serious. From to Drew Holiday, Derrick, Jaylen Brown, and Jayson Tatum. That's 4 good perimeter defenders, and that's on the starting lineup. So, you know, it's to the point where you have to look at certain things and just be like, it's rare because you probably only have like one guard that's really good defender, your 4 that's okay-ish, and then you probably have like an interior shot blocker. But those 4 guys I mentioned primarily playing on perimeter, and they're good perimeter defenders. So you really can't beat that at all. And you know, I'm really curious to see what's their defensive strategy if the Mavericks get the job done of sweeping the Timberwolves tonight. I'm really curious what film sets are going to be looking like against the Mavericks offense, because you know, man, it's holy smokes. So and also in Game 4, of course, the Boston Celtics went on a 15-4 run in the final minutes of the 4th quarter. And, you know, it was all key into ball movement, making key defensive plays and knocking down major threes. So they pretty much, you know, like I said, sealed the game in Game 4, making that 15-4 run. And I want to give a shout out to my guy, my favorite player from the Celtics is Jaylen Brown. Pretty much he was named Eastern Conference Finals MVP, well deserved, because he pretty much, I think he averaged like 33 points per game at home. So, I mean, he's pretty much been a dominant offensive player this whole series. I think in Game 4, man, he was really in his bag, driving in. He was dribbling the ball with his left very well. And also he was pretty much, you know, like I said, he's one of the best drivers in the league, attacking at the rim with aggression. He's a very strong individual. You know, he don't back down from nothing on offense. So, and then in Game 4, he was just knocking down hella crucial threes. And what I like about his evolvement of his offensive game over the past few years, that he's now shooting the 3-ball with more confidence, uncontested and, you know, somewhat contested. So he's pretty much now you like you said again when they play against the Warriors, so like you can't stag him off anymore like that, because now he can make 4 or 5 threes in a row. And that's also plus him already like attacking at the rim and posterizing people, finishing at the rim. So now I feel like, in my humble opinion, he's now an all-around offensive player, because now he can score in the mid-range. He's mastered at that. Now he mastered at knocking down threes, and he's already a good finisher and inside scorer at the rim. So kudos to him, man. He pretty much, like I said, shot the 3-ball very efficient in this series. It's been, like I said, offensively dominant on all 3 levels. And, you know, he's pretty much been the biggest gem for them in this series and this playoffs. So, Jaylen Brown, kudos to you, my guy. Man, because, dude, you are bucket getter. And then for Jayson Tatum, pretty much this is one of his more complete, assertive effort in this series against the PACERS in terms of scoring wise. Pretty much he's been averaging like 30 points a game in this series, and then in Game 4, man, I want to give a huge credit to him, because with him being a pure offensive player that he is, and also a good defender, but mostly known for his offense, he is a great rebounder. And this might be bold for me to say, but he's one of the best rebounders in the league. I could damn near put him in the top 10, because this dude, throughout the whole playoffs, is averaging 10 to 11 rebounds per game. And you don't really hear that a lot from, great scorers that's built like a Jayson Tatum. So this man to average 10 to 11 rebounds a game like a big man, it's impressive. It's always been one of his biggest, strongest traits about his game is just rebounding. So in this game, he pretty much put up 26 points and 13 rebounds. And his playmaking in this series has been phenomenal. I think he averaged like six assists in this series. And then last night, he almost put up a triple-double as well, because he put up 8 assists. So like I said, Jayson Tatum has been more assertive and has been spectacular in this series in terms of scoring and being more aggressive. And then give a shout-out to Derrick White. I think he ended the game with 5 steals. He was a pest on defense. And, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, that from Jrue Holiday, Derrick White, Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum, all the 4 of those guys can combine for probably 13, 14 steals combined. And that's how much of a good defender, in my opinion, they're much more a better perimeter defender team than the Timberwolves, just because of the fact that you got a veteran guard like Jrue Holiday that's added to that lineup for the Celtics. So shout out to Derrick White. Had a good game as well. And then on to the Indiana Pacers, man. I want to give them a huge credit for a great playoff run. Took advantages, didn't let the outside narratives bother them. They did what they do for each round, from the Bucks to the Knicks, and now reaching to the Eastern Conference Finals since the Paul George era 10 years ago. So kudos to them for making it this far. They put up a strong, gritty fight in all 4 close games. Because like Shannon Sharp said, I agree with him. They could have been up 2-1, and that was able to close out games. But unfortunate, like I said earlier, the Boston kept making clutch defensive plays as expected. And I feel like their biggest flaw in this series, it was just, like I said, they couldn't close out games, and they averaged, I think, 16 turnovers per game, which factor in of them not closing out games because they was making some bad turnovers in crunch moments. But I want to give a shout out to Pascal Siakam, Spicy P. Spicy P. Pretty much he had a great playoff run, being a dominant scorer on the road each round. He pretty much ended the Game 4 with a double-double, 19 points and 10 rebounds. But he has been very efficient for this Pacers team in these playoffs. Like I said, he's been a dominant scorer each round for them, especially on the road, which is great that he's been doing that. And he's pretty much, ever since come to Indiana, he's pretty much elevated their play style and embraced their role in their system. And then lastly, I want to give a shout out to Andrew Nembhard, a bright gem for them, a good duo along with Tyrese Halliburton, because he can also score and facilitate. So he pretty much been a dog in this series for them, putting up a good fight. Like Mike Breen say, he's possibly the future star in his league. So he's been a bright gem for them. So I want to congratulate to the Celtics for going to the NBA Finals. Now let's see if the Mavericks can close out tonight in Game 4 against the Timberwolves. Comment below who y'all got winning the NBA Finals. And like this video, like, comment, share, subscribe. I love you guys. Jay Boogie is out.